I'm your host, Katie, and today it's Creators Corner, and I have my good friend, Mousepiration Mike. How you doing, Mike?
I'm good. Just living the Florida life. Still newly Floridians, so we're getting used to everything.
Yeah, it's beautiful there.
It sure is. I mean, you can't beat the sun here. I'll tell you that.
Yes, it's nice. It's better than up here where I just moved to, and you lived up here for a little while.
I know. I think we swapped locations. We swapped locations.
Yes, we did. I think we did. But it's okay though. Sometimes that's what happens is you have to go where you're needed or whatever,
Exactly. Home is where you make it.
Exactly. That's the way I feel about it.
Oh yeah.
So if you're in the chat, you guys can say hello. Hi Jaden. How are you?
Hey Jaden, what's up?
How you doing?
What's going on?
So this is my new segment, and Mike's the first guest on here.
Woohoo.
So Mike is a Disney content creator, and he's one of my good friends. Him and his fiance are one of my good friends, and so I thought we would chat about his channel and Disney and stuff like that, and what he likes to do. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can ask him in the comments.
Absolutely.
So what made you start your channel?
So, I mean, I never even thought about YouTube to the extent of like vlogging and things of that nature. I too, I wanted to start a podcast during COVID, during the pandemic. I was like, I'm sitting at home doing nothing. Work was shut down. What can I do? I can't get to the parks. So I started a Mousepiration podcast, and I just wanted to talk Disney. Maybe interview people virtually, so on and so forth about Disney. And then when I met Chrissy, I met her during the pandemic. She introduced me to like Disney vlogging, going live in Disney and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I took a trip with one of my buddies, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna go live from the parks. And then we started hitting the YouTube, and my friend Matt, he's on the earlier videos. And then when I came home, I was like, oh man, I don't know how I'm gonna keep making content but not being able to get to the parks. So I came up with the Not So Late Night Show, which is like a Disney variety show, and that's coming back soon. So I'm really excited about that. It's kind of like our relaunch, because we started out and then I kind of put on pause while we made the transition to Florida. But
I'm looking forward to it, because that was like one of my favorite shows that you did, and I always would come hang out in the chat, and it was always so much fun.
I'm telling you, the way I have it set up now, I feel 10 times more confident going for a long haul with this show, because even though I'm in Florida now, I really enjoy doing that show. I really enjoy talking to people like yourself, other content creators, other people who Disney influences. So I look forward to bringing them onto the air, talking to them. On our first episode, we're going to have the owner of Gideon's Bakery is going to be my first guest.
That's awesome. I love Gideon's Bakery.
So I really can't wait. Definitely not doing
Thrill Seeks David, he actually does park videos on his channel. He goes to like different like amusement parks over the pond, because he lives over the pond.
Oh, nice.
And he does theme parks and stuff, and it's really cool.
That's awesome. And I see it's Thrill Seek, so I hope he's got a preview to Guardians of the Galaxy or ready to ride that, because it seems like it's a pretty thrilling ride. I got my preview coming up this week, so I'm excited.
Oh, nice. Are you going to vlog it?
I am going to vlog it. I'm a little nervous, but I am a little nervous about it, because I'm not a thrill seeker, but I'll give anything a shot. Like Tower Terror, I can't do. I can't do Tower Terror.
You can't do it?
Nope. No, I'll do Rock and Roller Coaster. But Tower Terror is something, when those doors just close, my anxiety shoots up before the elevator does. So.
Right. That's what happens sometimes. I can't really ride Tower Terror anymore either, because the last time I went on it, I got motion sickness, and now it's random. Okay. I got motion sick, so now I probably can't ride Tower Terror anymore.
Yeah. Oh, look who it is. Look who just decided to pop
up.
Sitting in the other room.
We love you, Chrissy.
We sure do.
Yeah. So I can't really go on that, but I was fine on Rock and Roller Coaster. That's the weird thing. Maybe it's just the drop. Maybe that's what it is.
You know what? For me too, like I did Rock and Roller Coaster when I was a kid. I liked it. I didn't love it. I was scared to go on it, but
Right.
as an adult, I went on it. And when I went on it as an adult, and like I said, it's not even the up and down. But when you're sitting in that seat and the doors just close, and it's like that's why I don't like flying, because I'm not in any control. There's nothing I can do. Once I'm up in the air, that's it. Same thing with Rock and Roller Coaster. I'm up in the air, and then that's it.
Right. Yeah, I'm claustrophobic. So when I flew here to New York, it was actually like I'm surprised I wasn't as like freaking out as I was. I was fine because I just thought of it as like a roller coaster. But I was like, even though that it seemed like we were moving slow, but we were actually moving like 500 miles an hour. It seemed like we were moving slow. It was funny.
That's cool, yeah.
And I got a window seat, so I got to look out the window.
That helps.
Yeah.
Did you get a nice view at least?
Yes, I did. Oh, you're going to a castle this week. Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun, Thrill Seeks.
Wait, going to a castle this week. Not the castle, but a castle.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what that is. I definitely got to subscribe to your channel, definitely.
I'll send you his link. I
definitely.
Yeah, so everybody in the chat can follow each other. Just type in their names and you can follow each other. Actually, that's what I'm all about.
I just subscribed to Thrill Seeks. Boom.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to see some of these videos here. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
So did you go to Disney as you were like a little kid, or?
I did, but I only went like once or twice. So I went one time, I remember, when I was very, very little, to Disneyland, and then once to Disney World when I was like 12. But Disney's been with me my entire life. Like even diving deeper into it, like through my parents' divorce, I felt like Disney's always been there. Through the dark times of high school when I was hanging out probably with the wrong crowd to get my life straight, Disney kind of saved my life to that regards. And then I fell in love with Walt Disney, the man himself, which led me to a deep, deep passion for the Disney core values.
Yes, and that's a good core value to live by, is the Disney core values. I live by them every day. And I think even though that we all struggle or we all hang out with the bad crowd, at the end of the day, if you know you're a good person, I think that's what makes you the best. If you know that you're a good person and you're trying to be good, I think at the end of the day, that's okay.
Yeah, I think my worst trait, picking up from Disney, is Chrissy will tell you, being a perfectionist sometimes. Sometimes I don't release my content because it's not up to my standard, and she gets angry at me for that. But that's not necessarily a bad trait, but I am a bit of a perfectionist.
Right. I think we all need to we're all perfectionists. We all are perfectionists in some way, shape or form, especially being content creators. We want the best for our subscribers and our friends. And so we try to put out good shows.
Yeah. And like you said, like you and I were talking right before the show, I mean, we don't do this for money, for monetization and stuff like that. Like those are the perks that we get. But the reason I created a Mousepiration podcast is because I have a love for Disney. The name Mousepiration, it stands for 3 eyes, in my opinion, or that's how I've marketed it around. Imagine, innovate, and inspire. Imagine, beyond your limits. Innovate to be original and to be unique, and then inspire somebody else to do the same. So I do this for fun because I genuinely just enjoy it. I love talking Disney. I love being a part of Disney, and I want to make Disney a better place, for anybody. Or like I said, Disney saved my life. I'm hoping I can do the same for somebody else. Introduce them to Disney in that way.
That's the way I feel about like my channel as well. Like I do movie reviews, yes, but everybody knows I love Disney as well. But if I can inspire like somebody like, oh, they really like this film, or I can inspire somebody to become an actor or a director or something, that's good too, by me talking about movies and being passionate about movies.
Well, not even that. Even somebody who, like yourself, wants to review movies, hopefully you're doing that for them, like telling them, hey, there's a platform out here to do this.
Thank you, Thrill Seeks. He shared it out on his wall.
Thank you.
On the community tab.
Awesome.
Yeah. So once you get up to 500 subscribers, you get a community tab, and then you can share out your favorite content creators on there, or you can share out your videos or whatever.
That's nice. That's something I did not know, so I appreciate that. I'm
I
almost
think
there. I think I'm at like 490 and change.
that's
So
good. So once you get above 500, you will get that community tab.
cool.
That's great, Katie. You definitely make. Thank you. I appreciate it. I try to. I try to
Yeah.
give positivity everywhere I go. And I've been through a lot in my life. Like a lot of people don't know, but I've been through a lot in my life. So if I can give somebody a little bit of positivity, I will.
Without a doubt. Of
You
course.
know. What's your favorite movie? Do you have a favorite Disney movie?
Oh boy. Loaded, loaded question. Growing up as a kid, I always related to hey Roy and Becky. Roy and Becky's Travels. How you doing? Growing up, I've always been a huge fan of Aladdin. I've related to Aladdin. I love Aladdin. I love the live action remake. Everything about it has been great. The score, everything wonderful. In my adult years, my favorite movie is like, I probably say Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, and I put it off for a long time when the first like Pirates of the Caribbean came out. I was like, I don't know if I'd really be interested in this. I was like, eh. And then and I watched the first movie and was blown away. And then I saw the second movie, I think
Right.
5 times in the theater, and it was just
wow.
like, yeah, I was stoked.
Right.
I couldn't wait for the third one.
I'm still doing the deep dive on those, so I have to still finish doing those.
I mean, now it's a hopping topic with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard wrapped up in the courtroom too.
Hey, Echo. His favorite movie is Fox and the Hound. That's a good one. That one's such an underrated Disney film.
Yes.
He's
oh my God, Echo, you without a doubt.
I'm pretty sure. Hey,
Northeast Lincolnshire. Oh, thank you. Appreciate the thumbs up, of course.
Yeah, Fox and the Hound makes me cry. It's one of my favorite Disney movies. Such an underrated Disney movie. But it's so good though. Oh, have you ever seen The Black Cauldron? Have you seen that one?
I have, but I don't remember it. Like I have. Right. No, I definitely should go back and watch that.
That movie is one of the darkest Disney movies I've ever seen. It's such an underrated movie.
Well, you know what's funny? Because I watched Alice in Wonderland like not too long ago. And when I was watching that movie, I'm like, this is an acid trip. I mean, this is some really far out stuff, but it's genius at the same time. Right. You know, I know where it extended from, you know, Alice's Adventures from Walt Disney, you know, filming his niece way back when, but you know, and the Adventures of Alice. But it was like when I watched Alice in Wonderland, the animated series, I was like, wow, this is just beyond.
Like an acid trip.
It really is. But in the best way.
I have to say that because we're talking about Disney here, but it's kind of like an acid trip.
No, it is. It is. It's definitely like an out of body experience. It's like it's kind of like what's going on in, you know, Johnny Depp's head all the time.
Right. I wonder what he was thinking. What Walt was thinking when he made that movie.
Yeah, I think it was more so just pushing the boundaries of animation, and then paying homage to his live actions of the Wonderful Adventures.
Herbie's a good movie.
Herbie fans. Yeah. Wait. I was gonna say the old one or Lindsay Lohan.
The Lindsay Lohan one sucks. Oh, did I say that? Oops.
Oops. Sneeze there.
Lilo and Stitch. Oh yeah, I like Lilo and Stitch as well. It's a great one.
Wrong. You can't go wrong with Lilo and Stitch.
No, you can't. When he passed away, I'm sorry about your dad, sir.
Echo. I get it. I understand.
I get it too. Completely. My mom passed away 12 years ago. So happy. By the way, happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Yes, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and then all the children of mothers, because everybody is a child of a mother.
Yeah. So today is really hard for me, but I'm just happy being here with all of you guys.
Oh yeah, and I can imagine for anybody who's lost a mom. You know, so I visited my mom early this morning. I was telling you I went to go surprise her for brunch, and it's the first Mother's Year I probably celebrated with her in, I can't tell you how long, maybe like 15 years or something like that, because
Right.
She's always lived in Florida for the better part,
Mhm.
or we've always been separated by state. So to see her today
Right.
was really, it was something special.
That's
Finally,
really good.
yeah, it was nice.
It's nice to see family that you haven't seen in a while.
Oh
That's why
gosh,
I
yeah.
also like Disney, because it's a family-oriented place. Even if you're an adult, you can go there and have fun. But that's what I like most about Disney is it's family-oriented and everybody can just like not think about reality for a little while.
That's the key ingredient. That when people say that, I know there's a lot of turmoil and politics going on with Disney right now. And yeah, you can let that stuff affect you, or you can see Disney for what it is. It's that place, it's that escape, it's that Disney bubble that you want to go to
Mhm.
forget that you have a phone bill waiting for you at home. Not
Right.
necessarily neglect your responsibilities, but at the same token, it's that mental break. And even though you're running around the park and make yourself Disney tired so quick that you want to just pass out in the
Right.
parks, it's the perfect escape from just.
Right. Yes, the Lindsay Lohan Parent Trap is good. I like that one.
She's out on the balcony typing this right now, but yeah, we should watch that. We should watch that tonight. It's a good movie.
It's
We've
a
been
good
talking
one.
about it.
I like the old one too.
Yeah, and then It Takes Two with the Mary Kate and Ashley
Yeah,
Olsen.
that one's
That's
good too. Is anyone doing anything for Mother's Day today? Unfortunately, mine are in quarantine. My fiance's family. So I'm gonna go in a little while. Maybe go leave some flowers on their doorstep for them. But
bring them on live. Let's say hello.
they wouldn't know how to get on here.
Same.
So
I would send
unfortunately,
my
I'm
mom a
just hanging
link,
out today.
and she's like, "What's this fancy thing you sent me?"
Yeah. Well, actually, it's funny. One day I was live for Tubi Tuesday with one of my friends. So we do actually technically Disney owns it because it's Fox, but I don't know if you heard of that streaming service. It's free.
What is it?
Tubi.
Well, Tubi. I know. Like, I have an app. Tubi. Is that the
Yes.
same thing?
Yes. So technically Disney owns it because it's Fox Incorporated. And so me and my friend do this segment every Tuesday called Tubi Tuesday. So we watch a movie on Tubi. And actually, before we moved, we had a Tubi Tuesday and we were live. And my brother-in-law and my mother-in-law came on. So I was
That's
live.
cool.
They were having fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. So Tubi is technically owned by Disney because Disney owns Fox.
Interesting. That's cool. That's something I didn't know.
Mm-hmm. And they have some Tubi originals, but they suck. So
Old AF.
I'm gonna make some French toast for my mom. That sounds good, Echo.
Make
Hey,
me
Ricky.
some French toast too. French toast is my favorite food.
What time is it there? Is it like midnight there?
That's Ricky?
Yeah.
Hi, Ricky.
He's from the UK.
Awesome. What's AF stand for? Old AF Reviewers, do you know?
Yeah, it stands for Old the F word.
Oh.
Chrissy, I made you a moderator
just
just in case I don't get to the comments or something. I made you a moderator just in case somebody doesn't, in case we get some weird people, because I've had weird people in here.
That's all. Yeah, we all get them. That's
yeah,
so
we
funny.
do. Oh, okay, it's
I get it now. Old AF Reviewers.
Yes,
I love it.
I love Ricky. He's so funny. He cracks me up. You have to go watch his videos. Him and his friend Pablo. They're so funny. They crack me up. Some of the stuff they do, they crack me up. Ricky, you have to come on here one day too. My friend Patrick just reviewed him the other day.
Oh, really?
Interviewed him, yeah.
Just subscribe to Ricky's channel.
I have a new nickname for what I call French toast when I make it, but it might offend people, so I don't share the name. Gotcha.
Can you change slow mode?
Oh, I didn't know that you could do that. Thank you, David.
I'm going to have to learn that too. David, I may be reaching out to you for some YouTube tutorial help.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, Jaden, that you're going to go hang out in Super Chat later. Those are my friends as well. What they do is they help you with your channel, and you can get friends on there, but you have to at least watch 3 minutes of their videos, and you can get more YouTube friends and stuff.
That's pretty cool, though. That's awesome.
Called Super Chat. And they help you. They tell you like if your banners are good and stuff like that, or if you need help, you can reach out to him and he'll help you and stuff.
Oh, very
That's
sweet.
where I met a lot of these people from, actually. Okay, it's in YouTube Studio.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'll have to look at it.
Tuber Chat is a great channel. Yeah, I definitely got to check that out. That's awesome.
Yeah, so you go there, but the chat's really fast. So you have to continue to comment in there.
I got you.
It's like really, really fast. So if you don't comment, he won't put your channel up there. So you have to keep commenting and saying hi to people and stuff.
I just subscribed to Roy and Becky's Travels as well.
They're awesome.
Nice.
They
I got to check out
what his mobile home.
What this bucket hat on the this bucket on the head is all about.
They travel in a mobile home to different states.
That is so cool. My dad just bought, like, not too long ago, he bought his a very first RV. So
that's pretty cool.
When he was driving, he drove from New York to here to bring me the rest of my stuff. You know, he drove down in the RV because he's buying a house here. So he's buying a house up in I forget, like above Tampa somewhere. So they went to go set up everything there.
I just dropped money as super chats. Yes, once you get enough people, you can do super chats.
Dope.
And memberships. Once you get you can also do memberships once you get up to a certain point. Hi, Casey. This is my friend Casey. Interrupt Kaiju. That's my really good friend Casey.
What's up, Casey?
Right on. All right. See you later, Ricky. Have a good night at work if you're working, because he works the overnights.
Oh boy, I know what that's.
If you guys have any Disney questions or just questions in general for Mike, you guys are welcome to.
Now's the opportunity, because now I live here now, so I can like actually answer or speculate on some things.
So do you like Remy's ride? I haven't been on it yet, but I really want to go on it.
So we wrote it twice. I don't know if it was like the same day, and I can't ask her. She's not here. But we wrote it twice. The first time was like okay. The second time we wrote it, we loved it. And I think so. The first time we wrote it, I know she got a little motion sickness with the 3D glasses, the way it bounced around. I thought it was cute. I was like, I wouldn't wait so long on it. Like if the line was, I said I have to give like myself a threshold of like, okay, if the line is over or the wait time is over 45 minutes for me, I'll do the standby line for Remy if it's under 45. But the second time we wrote it, it was almost incredible because there were a lot of little details. I guess the first time you're just like so overwhelmed, it's like sensory overload. The second time we got to appreciate a lot more details of the ride. So I think it's kind of one of those where like the more times you ride it, the more times you may appreciate it. But it's not a must do. It's a must do if you haven't done it, but it's not a definite must do every time you go to the park.
Gotcha.
I'd rather eat frushi every time I go to the park than do Remy's.
I love frushi. It's so good.
So good.
Send me some.
You know what? If you could send me some New York water, we are in business.
New York water? What's that?
Yeah. Oh, it's the only drinkable tap water ever.
I have this polarized water. This is what I could find.
See, that's one thing I miss about New York is I can just stick my head underneath the tap and just drink it. Here in Florida, apparently you cannot do that. I miss my fluoride water, but that's it.
It depends on what part of Florida you are in. I just go before. Oh, favorite live action.
Wait. The live action, like the Jungle Book from the 90s adaptation. I think it was like 90s, which was great. I didn't see the new one because I think there was two of them, right?
Yeah.
Or was this the newest one was like called Mowgli?
The newest one, and then there's also that one with Scarlett Johansson playing the snake.
Oh, right. See, did I see that? I don't know. I may have. But I love the original Jungle Book live action. That was good. Right. I remember growing that up as a kid. That was great. Michael,
nice. On that's a copyrighted free music page that they're talking about.
Seen you briefly on THRBTGTHR.
Yes, it's part of Tuber Chat. It's their second channel and it's a music channel, but it's copyrighted free music.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I was on it.
Oh, straight out of the sink. Oh, okay, gotcha. I haven't tried it.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
The new one was amazing. The one with
Oh, okay. I gotta check it out.
That one was good. I'm plus Michael's getting the getting Nightbot with your channel link, and oh, gotcha.
Damn, I gotta talk to Thrill Seek. That's David.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta talk to you. We gotta link up, and you've got some knowledge to spread to me, my friend.
He does. Even Michael's Adventures does too.
Nice. Yeah. No, I appreciate this guy so much.
But yeah. So what's your favorite park? Do you have a favorite park?
Oh, well, you just subscribe to Michael's Adventures. Oh, we got to get Michael's Adventures is almost up there. He's at 958. We got to get him to 1,000. That's awesome. But my favorite park, another loaded question. Of course, I feel like you have to exclude Magic Kingdom because I feel like Magic Kingdom has to be your favorite park all the time. So that's kind of like what I always do. I says, all right, it's always going to be Magic Kingdom. I don't want to sound too cliche. So if I exclude Magic Kingdom, I'm left with 3 plus 2 water parks, and Al says Epcot, and I say so too. Like,
he's my good friend too.
Yeah, no, I've seen him definitely in the chats a bunch of times, but Animal Kingdom I think is my favorite park right now.
Oh,
like because I love Epcot because Epcot you can go there and eat and eat and eat and eat. But
he's saying you can get him on Instagram.
Oh, I definitely will, 110%. But Animal Kingdom has become my new favorite park for sure.
Yeah,
and surprisingly, Hollywood Studios is my least favorite park, and I hate saying that.
My least favorite park is Animal Kingdom.
It was mine for a long time too. I was like, it's a half-day park, but I love it. I absolutely love it.
I love seeing all the animals. I love going on the safari, but after you go on all those and Everest with the Disco Yeti, everybody calls. I wish they would have fixed it when they tore it.
I'll tell you, I went on it the other day. And I'll be putting up a vlog about it soon. It is so much better right now.
Is it?
Everest is so crisp and clean and amazing. And then you have Dinosaur. Dinosaurs.
I cannot ride that ride. That's my least favorite ride. Because I get too much motion sick.
It's a lot of bouncing around for sure. For sure.
I think they should change that with something else. I don't know what, but they should change it with something else.
Okay. So one of the segments we're going to be doing on my show when I bring it back, the Not So Late Night show, is going to be replace, recycle, or remain. And essentially what it is we're going to pick like one ride, and we'll just talk about should this ride go, should it stay, or should it be refurbished?
Like I think Rock and Roller Coaster should be Powerline. Honestly,
I did another show on FPE Network, and we were talking about like if you were to retheme Rock and Roller Coaster, what would it be? And yes, I like the idea of Powerline, but I feel like that's almost too expected. What I think it should be. Do you remember in a Goofy movie where they take the road trip to the Powerline concert?
Yes,
that's what I think it should be. So the final destination is the Powerline concert. And it's just Max and Goofy driving with like the Powerline music as you go. Too. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what they're gonna do. You haven't been on Everest. You're scared of it, Chrissy?
She's scared. She's terrified to ride Splash Mountain. She's done it, but she's
cousin. I have a story. It was my cousin's birthday. We got stuck for like an hour on Splash Mountain right before you drop.
That's amazing.
No, it's not. Not when she's trying to get out of the freaking boat.
That's amazing. I wish that happened to me.
And no, she's like freaking out because we're stopped. She's trying to get out of the boat. I'm like, don't you dare get out. We're going to get in trouble. You're going to ban me from Disney.
Oh, she tried getting out of the boat while you guys were stuck. I mean, but at that point, I can kind of understand it. I mean, as long as you don't get out of the boat to grab yourself an eggplant hanging in the living with the land, then. You
mean a cucumber?
A cucumber.
Yeah. Yeah, people are weird. I've even gotten stuck on Tower Terror before too.
Oh, see, nope, can't happen for me. Forget it.
Right. Right before they opened the doors.
Oh, see, I swear to you right now, just you saying that and me thinking about it, I got that stomach feel. I'm like, oh gosh, if that happened to me ever.
Can you imagine getting stuck on Rock and Roller Coaster in the loop?
In the loop, I can't imagine getting stuck in any loop, but I mean,
I'm sure Mike would freak out, and then if I'm there, I'd videotape that whole thing and put it on YouTube.
I know. I kind of feel like I owe it to when I do hit 1,000 subscribers, like that's something I should probably do. It's like, all right, I'm finally gonna ride Tower of Terror as an adult, as an older adult, because that video is gonna be horrific.
I used to have a fierce wheel. Oh, wow.
Scary first wheels in the first place. Found out what was scary. Mike, I'll catch you on Tuber Chat. Yeah, definitely Tuber Chat. I gotta check it out.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite food? Do you have a favorite food place, or do you have a favorite?
Yeah, I mean, one thing I gotta say, like, if you're in the parks and want to eat good, and I mean like good and fancy, and you're not dressed to like have fancy food, Le Soleil in Epcot in Canada.
Oh yeah, that place is so good.
Oh my goodness, I ate there for the first time with Chrissy, like, a couple months ago, and I was like blown away by the meat, by the soup, everything I get, the bread, everything was perfect, and it's it's a high end in the parks, any place, but California Grill still is the top of the world for best places to eat in Disney World for me right now, because you get the experience of overlooking the castle, sometimes fireworks, the food is always great, and I also love Topolino's too. Otherwise,
Topolino's yet.
We also, like, for quick service, we love stopping off at the Polynesian and going to Captain Cook's and grabbing the pork nachos.
Oh, I love Captain Cook's. So good.
So good. So good.
I want to go to Topolino's next time I come down. I'm going to Topolino's. We're going.
Yeah, you should. Everything, I got to tell you too, the cast member service there is just as good as the food. The cast members are so nice. They remember you. I felt like we were talking to family all the times we've went, and it's so good.
Yeah, I also want to. Have you guys been in the space restaurant yet?
Oh gosh, no, and I don't think I plan on going. So in New York City, we had the space restaurant years ago, and we had Jekyll and Hyde restaurant. And the thing is, so it looks cool. It's a cool space themed restaurant, sure, but there's no cutting edge technology. It's a brand new restaurant, and I feel like. Oh, Brian, what's up, brother? But again, I feel like that space thing is kind of just like LED screens around you, and it's a cool experience. You feel like you're in space, but essentially you're watching LED screens, and you get some like cool little food and stuff like that. But I'm like, I want cutting edge technology for any new restaurant that comes to Walt Disney World. I want something new.
Yeah, I understand that. I want to go check it out just because I love space, but it looks pretty cool. I also want to go stay in the Galaxy's Edge at the hotel too.
Yeah, the Starship Cruiser.
Yeah.
Again, so I would love to, and I hear nothing but great things. But again, from all the videos I watched, I don't feel again like there's enough cutting edge technology. I want more holograms. I want, I want to feel like I am
there,
light years ahead.
Right.
Even like Tomorrowland, that's my biggest pet peeve of all. Like, if I've ever said anything bad about Disney World, it would be that I wish Tomorrowland was just like crumbled up into a ball, thrown away, and all of that. Get to do Guardians at all. I go tomorrow. I get to go on Thursday. I think
nice.
Thursday. Yeah, Thursday morning. I'll be there tossing my breakfast.
No problem, David. Oh, nice. I can't wait to hear what you think of it, Brian. I can't wait to hear what you think of it. Mark was texting me a little bit ago, and he said he was enjoying it.
Yeah. Greg from Disney Fanatics and Chip & Co., he said it was probably one of the best ride attractions he's ever been on.
That's what Mark was saying too.
And I could definitely tell that it's a very smooth coaster. But so right now, the best ride I've ever been on inside Disney and outside of Disney is Hagrid's motorbike in Universal Studios.
Oh yeah, I haven't been on that yet.
I mean, talk about the perfect balance of a thrill ride coaster with storytelling, immersion, and just an attraction. It is well-rounded. Like, Ride of the Resistance is up there, but not much thrill to it. This has a little bit more thrill. But Rise of the Resistance and Hagrid's is like, but Hagrid's has got that little bit of over that.
I've always said I love Disney as much as I love Disney. I always said Universal has a little bit more cutting edge than Disney sometimes. when it comes to their stuff. I mean, like, I'm not knocking Disney or anything, but
No, yeah,
I've
I
always
get it.
thought that.
No, that makes perfect sense. That's exactly how I feel too. I feel like this day and age with it was definitely the smartest thing Universal ever did with gaining Harry Potter. But
Right.
Universal has definitely been doing right, by the guests, by the people, their demographic who go or enjoy Universal.
Have a
So
good
my hat's
night.
off to Universal. Roy and Becky, have a good night. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah. I mean, like, I like both because I am a huge Harry Potter fan and Disney fan. So for me, it's kind of like both,
Yeah. Yeah. And Universal Studios, I kind of think of it more as Harry Potter world. I mean, they have both, the Harry Potter experiences in both lands. Butterbeer is my favorite thing to have in both Disney World and Universal. Frozen butterbeer, love it. Even the pumpkin juice I loved.
I do too. Just send me some up.
I could definitely get you some pumpkin juice. Well, actually, no, they don't. I don't know if they sell the pumpkin juice. I know you have to go 2-3 Broomsticks to get pumpkin juice, but it's not. I don't think it's sold in the bottle anymore.
I don't think they sell it in a bottle anymore. They used to.
Yeah, and it was so good because I could take it home. I loved it. A little acidic, but I loved it.
Right.
But nothing beats a frozen butterbeer.
No, especially in the Florida heat.
Oh, yeah. And Chrissy doesn't like Universal. She's only been there once. But she's not the thrill seeker. She don't like much of those rides. She likes Harry Potter. To be fair, I just introduced her to the Harry Potter franchise maybe about a year ago. I sat her down and made her watch it. She loved it. And it's really cool. I think we have to go back, and I have to allow, now that she's been through it once, I could say, let's go and just enjoy like a small part of the park and show you. And of course, I'm a huge fan. Like, one of my favorite movies of all time is, of course, Jurassic Park. So
that's a good movie.
I got to ride the Velocicoaster.
I haven't been on it yet. I want to, but I don't know because the Velocicoaster, the way that the ride is, I don't know if I'm going to go on it.
Yeah. Hagrid's and Velocicoaster are hard to beat. I still expect Guardians to top it. That's high expectations. And I haven't ridden the Velocicoaster yet. I had an opportunity to last time we were there, but it was like a long wait and it was raining. So the ride was stopping and going. And I was like, if I get stuck on the single rider line waiting, I'm going to talk myself out of it. I'm going to have an anxiety attack. So I was like, I need to be able to go on the single rider line, have it just move, and then just get on the ride and just do it. Because I know I'll be riding it alone for sure. Right, Chrissy?
Right. Yeah. To me, I like both parks, really. They're both good in their own ways.
Without a doubt. They definitely both have their, unique stamp on theme park.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And like, we're such huge Disney fans that sometimes I think we forget there's other parks out there.
Because like Busch Gardens isn't that far, but then again, I'm like, what's Busch Gardens? Even when I go to Universal, sometimes I feel like I'm just cheating on Disney. It's like, I hope nobody recognizes me here.
Hey, I one time wore a Disney shirt to Universal. I was like, oops.
Oh yeah. I'll always wear like a Disney shirt to Universal, but I'll never wear a Universal shirt.
Have a good night, Brian. Disney. I'll definitely check you out tonight if you guys are going live.
Oh, Dr. Strange review. Mark told me a little bit about your review, and I can't.
Have you guys seen it yet?
I haven't, so I'm gonna have to catch that on replay.
I saw it last night. It was really good.
You think it was good?
It was good, but I have mixed. I was talking to Brian earlier about it. I have mixed reviews about it because they put certain things in there that I wasn't expecting, and some of it's like a horror themed in there and stuff. Okay, 7:30.
Awesome.
And they put a little bit of what if in there, and it was just kind of confusing.
Yeah.
It isn't good, Brian's saying.
It wasn't good. That's what Mark told me. He said Brian didn't like it, and Mark said he didn't like it. And then I went to work, and everyone was like, I loved it. My friends at home, they were like, I loved it. And I'm
like I said, that's why I said it's good, because my version of good means it's not really that good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know how much people work on movies and stuff like that and try to make it the best they can.
Especially as a movie reviewer.
So I try not to rate the movie too low unless it's just horrible.
Right. Like Trolls 2.
Al could tell you, Al in the chat could tell you, we both watched this movie called Lake Fear. Do not watch it. If you are a horror buff or somebody that likes horror, do not watch that one because that one sucks so bad.
It is the MCU version of The Last Jedi. Well,
yeah.
I hope not. Ugh, that doesn't sound too appealing.
I agree with Brian.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah. Do you like Star Wars? Are you a Star Wars fan?
I am. I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm not a deep dive of Star Wars fan. Like, I haven't watched the Clone Wars yet. I want to. Well, so no. Here's the problem with the Clone Wars.
I'll get it. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, no, I'll speak to people. Here's my problem with the Clone Wars. If I have any Star Wars fans out there, the one thing that I want to do is just sit down and watch the series. I don't want to go in chronological order. Like my friend Ralph, he texted me. He's like, you have to watch it. This episode here, then you got to skip to the season 3, then go back to season 1, season 2. You have to watch these in like this alphabetical. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. When I sit down and watch a show, I want to hit play and let it just rip.
That's what I did.
It's very confusing too. Like it's not in chronological order. I'm like, I can't. So I started watching in his order, and then I was like, I can't bounce around. So I think I have to go back to the very beginning and just let it rip.
Brian's saying he has to go, but he wants to hear this Clone War talk.
I'll reach out to you, Brian.
Hi, Patrick. So this is Patrick, my friend as well.
What's up, Patrick? What's going on?
Hey, Jen. This is my other friend, Jen.
Jennifer, hello.
So I will be reviewing Patrick tomorrow. I will be interviewing Patrick tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Ooh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
You do not have to bounce around the Clone Wars. Just play it yeah, that's what I was gonna say because I watched it from the first season all the way till the last season.
Right. Yeah. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna pop it on.
I think the reason why they're saying that is because once you get into when the Bad Batch get in there, I think that's why. They're saying to flip back.
I started watching The Bad Batch and I loved where it was going, but I stopped because I wanted to go and actually watch. Right. I want to go through that like the Star Wars timeline seamlessly, like as if I'm a brand new viewer.
I'm thinking for my channel after I do the Harry Potter deep dive, because what I'm going to do with the Harry Potter is read the book and then watch the movie and then do like a deep dive into it.
Yeah.
And so after that, I'm thinking about doing a deep dive into Star Wars.
Okay, that's gonna be a deep dive. Take care, Brian.
Too much in chronicle order, but Star Wars never been chronicled, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I agree.
True. Very
I agree. Like, do you have a favorite from the classics? Do you like the classic ones, or do you like the newer ones better?
My favorite Star Wars movie would probably be Rogue One. Mm-hmm. I just loved everything about it. I mean, it flowed seamlessly into A New Hope. And I mean, you get one of the most amazing villain scenes. When Darth Vader is just in that dark hallway and all of a sudden that lightsaber comes on and it's just like, oh no. And he just starts throwing dudes all over the place using the Force. And then it's like, that establishes Darth Vader is a bad dude because when you I'm a huge fan of heroes. Kylo Ren, crappy hero, terrible. Terrible villain.
I think he's a whiny crybaby. Oh,
he is. No. He's Kylo Ren. I call him Kylo Ren, but I'm all for the villains. A good villain. Okay, a hero is only as good as his villain, which is why Batman's great because Joker is the greatest villain of all time. So Darth Vader in episodes 4, 5, and 6. Is he really a villain? I don't think so. I wanted to like him so much more as a villain, but he's just a misguided soul that we saw in like episode 3. So I feel like Rogue One gives him that villainous aspect where he's like, okay, this is a bad dude. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah, I agree with you, David. Ahsoka's my favorite Jedi as well. She's my favorite Star Wars character, other than Ben Kenobi. She's all for girl power, and that's what I'm for. Is I love girl superheroes. Batman is the
Batman is the great.
Patrick, you crack me up.
Maybe that's why I love Batman so much.
Right? Well, Batman has like both. Like if you think about it, Batman's kind of good and has villain in him too, as well. If you think about it.
Yeah. I mean, not for nothing. Oh, Michael loved that Batman comment.
You
Yeah,
like
no, but
Batman?
I am like a diehard secretive Batman person.
Oh,
Like
me too.
I don't want it out there as much. I don't put it out there as much because I'm the Disney guy. I'm all about Disney, but I
Right.
love Batman.
Me too.
I love Batman. And HBO Max has all the Batman films animated, and it's just
David, you need to watch the Clone Wars.
he loves Batman. No,
Yeah, I love Batman.
I am Batman.
I'm a diehard Batman fan too. The Joker's my favorite Batman villain.
Yeah, I mean, he's my favorite villain of all time because
along with the Riddler, because I really love the Riddler.
So, did you watch the new Batman film?
Yes.
Did you like it?
It was all right. It was dark, but see, my thing of it is I know who Robert Pattinson is before he became like this Twilight.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, and I've seen his other stuff because he does have some British stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't know. And then he actually turned out to be really good.
He did. No, listen, Robert Pattinson, if you didn't really know about him or didn't want to know him because you only thought he was a vampire, this movie put him on the map on a commercial level as a real actor. I mean, because he does the Water with Elephants, that movie, amazing. He's done other movies in his career that are just like Robert Pattinson is a real actor. He's not just a teenage heartthrob.
Right.
But this definitely puts him in that commercial eye of being a real actor. I think he was a phenomenal, if not one of the better Batmans out there. But as a Bruce Wayne, I hated him as Bruce Wayne.
Right.
I hated the version of Bruce Wayne that he was. Not him as an actor, but I hated the emo, dark, this world kills me, Batman.
Right.
I hated Bruce Wayne like that. But from what I understand, he's going to evolve into more of a man in the next movie. So I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, me too. And I also liked Andy Serkis as Alfred. That was kind of a cool choice that they did.
Amazing. I really did like that too. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like it's going to that other Batman comic. I think it's like Year One, where Alfred is the trained military background who more or less trains Bruce. And from what I understand, they're going to bring in like the Court of Owls and all of that stuff, but we can nerd out all day on Batman.
When it comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Jen saying the Hulk is both a villain and a hero.
Yeah, I see. I can see that.
And Sparkle Batman.
I mean, you ever see the Batman, the Lego movie?
Yes, I love that movie with Will Arnett being the Batman.
That may be one of the best Batman movies out there. I mean, from what I've heard, that's like the most realistic rendition idea of Batman, and that's
such a funny movie.
I got to get Chrissy to watch it. I tried it; she was laughing, but she was tired.
I love all the Lego movies anyway. So
great comedy. They're so clever in their comedy.
And it's Chris Pratt. So Star-Lord's pretty much in the original Lego movie. The Lego movie, it's Chris Pratt.
Oh yeah, right. And Will Ferrell is the father and everything, right?
Yeah, it's a good besides Disney. I mean, like I watch other things besides Disney, but mostly Disney.
I know Disney does put out phenomenal content.
Sometimes,
especially from our child. Yeah, I know. But from
our
childhood,
their older stuff. Okay, their older stuff is fine, but their newer stuff is okay.
The newest stuff, I feel like it always lacks something, whether it be a soundtrack, whether it be, a bigger message. I feel like there's more politics and agendas wrapped up in a storyline these days, not just with Disney, but in anything that comes out. And doesn't focus so much on the hearty meat of a good story.
Right.
So sometimes it kind of clouds that. But I think the best thing that Disney has put out recently, I gotta think about it for a second. I mean, the last great one, I love Moana. Moana was probably good. I think that may have been like my favorite last great Disney film. Like I could say that film was great. Encanto was great. Encanto had a great soundtrack, but Encanto, hot take, overrated in my opinion.
I agree with you. I didn't
Right?
like it as much. I liked Luca better than Encanto.
Okay. I wanted to like Luca more, and I had higher expectations for it.
Mhm.
So it kind of fell flat when it came to that regard. But Luca was really good.
Right.
And I don't know what it is.
Oh yeah, I like Frozen. I like Frozen 2 better than Frozen 1,
So does yeah.
just because you get to know more of the character and more of like what Elsa's actually going through versus the first one where it was kind of like she has the powers and this is how, you know.
Yeah, and again, like
Oh, I love
Frozen did a great
Fantasia.
job too with you know, a good story. It was just a story.
Mhm.
There was no current trends in politics being implemented
Right.
into a storyline. It was just a good film, you
I
know.
think Frozen's still way better. I agree with you, Chrissy.
Oh
I
yeah,
agree with you.
yeah,
The reason why I like Frozen so much is because it's about girl power and pretty much it's about these two princesses and we never seen like Disney do two princesses like that.
yeah.
You know, in
Very
Frozen,
true.
like especially when she was like you don't see like Disney going like that, like girl power. You mostly see it more like man strong or whatever you want to call it. I don't know if
Absolutely.
that's the right word,
No,
but
no. You know, these days nothing's the right word, but no, I understand and I agree with you 10%, 110%. It's always like the prince saving the princess. So there's always that aspect of like even Snow White, even though Snow White is the main theme of it, you still have the prince who's going
right.
to rescue. You know, it's always that aspect where now it's just focused on these two princesses, their sisterhood, and you know them going through a family. What do we got? We got 5 to 500. Ooh.
Oh, Patrick's really good. By the way, Patrick is really good. Patrick, you should do a drive for Mike. He's really good at driving channels.
Oh, Patrick, link up with me. Need some help here. Hold
Rhea's
on.
really yeah. I liked Rhea, but it didn't have any music in it. Yeah, I liked Rhea. Because
Yes, no music.
yeah, I was surprised by that move. Disney, what were you thinking with that one?
Such a missed opportunity. Because look, the visuals in that. Okay, Raya, I think was the best Disney animated film recently because they had different styles of animation implemented into one film where it flowed perfectly. But what a dropped ball when it came to music. What a dropped ball.
Agree.
Oh my goodness.
I agree. I really liked that movie. And that movie kind of inspired me, like how we should all as women like not be like be negative towards each other. We need to be more positive towards each other. And that's what I really liked about Rhea. You know, also the story of how she has to find the dragons and stuff. And he linked up with you. Patrick linked up on you on YouTube and Instagram. Jennifer is a great pusher too. So they'll push you. The music always made. I agree with you. Like Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin. Beauty and the Beast is my favorite all-time Disney movie. Not the original one.
Yeah, of course. I had a feeling. Although the remake, the live-action remake was good.
It was good. I think because I'm a diehard Beauty and the Beast fan, it lacked for me just because I'm a diehard Beauty and the Beast fan. Some parts lacked for me. I love Emma Watson. I love everything she does.
She did amazing.
It's just I don't know what it was, but just some parts just lagged for me.
So, what was the guy's name that played Gaston?
You remember his name? Luke Evans, I think.
Luke Evans. Phenomenal job as Gaston when he wasn't singing. However, I wanted more oomph from Gaston. Yes. I want this this deep bass.
I agree with you.
I should have felt those speakers rattling every time he spoke, just as much as I felt the Beast spoke, because Gaston is the manliest man of all villains.
And Chrissy's agreeing with me. There was something missing in Beauty and the Beast in the live action.
Yeah, I mean,
do you think Gaston's a villain, or do you think he's misunderstood? Because there's controversy against that.
Let me tell you this: sticking up for all my villains out there, every villain is misunderstood. You think Thanos was a villain?
No.
Thanos was the greatest hero of all time. The Avengers are the villain because he saw a dying planet. Either everyone dies or half the population dies.
Mhm.
And Thanos made the hard choice to make sure that half people die so that we can actually have a long, sustaining life. Not an easy choice to make. And people weren't okay with that. Like, oh, we could survive all the way. Well, guess what, Captain America? You just killed a human race. Thank you very much. Not all of us could go live in space like Captain Marvel. Just saying. Right.
Yeah, I agree with you. Thanos is one of those good villains. I think he's like one of the best villains in the MCU. Besides the Spider-Man villains, because some of the Spider-Man.
Wait. I haven't seen the newest Spider-Mans.
I haven't either.
Okay, good.
I haven't either. So I think he's one of the better villains. I didn't like Jeff Bridges as the villain as much in Guardians 2. And I'm a Jeff Bridges fan, but
Jeff Bridges.
Me.
In what? Guardians, Jeff Bridges. You mean not Jeff Bridges.
Or whatever the guy, the father, Peter.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Is that Jeff Bridges? I don't even know.
No. That's the guy from Overboard. With not Quaid. Is it? No, not Quaid.
Hold on, I'm gonna find out.
Oh gosh, it's killing me that I can't remember his name. But yeah, he was in Overboard with Goldie Hawn back in the. Oh man, he's stupid. If anybody in the chat knows, chime in.
I don't know why I got Kurt Russell mixed up.
Kurt Russell, yeah.
Jeff Bridges and Kurt Russell kind of look alike.
Especially with Kurt Russell when he's got the beard going and all that stuff.
Yeah. But did you know Kurt Russell actually used to be in a lot of Disney movies back in the day?
Yep.
And I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, yes. Kurt Russell, he's a great actor, and I understand what you're saying. I like the concept, but Kurt Russell kind of maybe didn't deliver.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of Jeff Bridges and Iron Man. That's what it is.
Oh God.
I think Cruella movie was good. Yes, I agree. Some people did not like that one.
I loved it. Me and Chrissy were blown away. We were putting it off again. That's another movie we were putting like, and then we turned it on, watched it, and we looked at each other like, you liked it, didn't you? And you're like, yeah, I loved it. I loved it too. It was great.
I liked it too because you get to see how she becomes Cruella, and a lot of people were saying that they didn't like it, and I'm like, why? Why?
And again, misunderstood.
Like, why didn't you like it? And they're like, because it's the backstory, and and I'm like, okay, it's not like the old version. It's becoming why she became so mad and why she would use puppies as fur and stuff.
I agree. It was a perfect, because we always see how a hero. We always see a hero's backstory. Why can't we learn about the villain?
Right. You know? We were putting it off for a while because I thought it. Yeah, I agree with you. I put it off for a while too. I want to see that one too, Mobius. But I don't know how Jared Leto's going to be as like a horror type of thing.
Oh, gosh,
I do like Jared Leto, but I don't.
No, I hate Jared Leto. Ugh.
I didn't like his Joker.
Ugh. I hated Jared Leto since before I did all of this. I was an actor and filmmaker.
Dallas Buyers Club?
No.
No.
He did a great job. He does a good job, but he's an overactor. He's another. I like Tobey Maguire overactor.
Oh, okay. Tobey Maguire is really good.
Jared Leto. No, he is. But Jared Leto ruined the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Ruined the Joker.
Yeah, he did.
Then Jared Leto in Morbius, and he just makes some poor choices. And I've watched his career since the very beginning. Like I've given him a chance time and time again. Just
did you watch him in that show that he did, My So-Called Life? Did you watch that one?
The which one?
My So-Called Life. That was in the 80s.
No, I didn't see it. I saw the first movie I saw was him, Shia LaBeouf, and I forgot he was like a Brooklyn kid, like the streets, something about the streets.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
A guide to recognizing your saints.
I think that's what it is.
Right? I think that one was, yeah. And,
Once Upon a Time is a great show.
Once Upon a Time. It was okay.
I liked it.
I feel like it's like I loved it when it first started out. It started really strong. And then it kind of became a repeating problem. You solve it with magic, and this one loves this one. And I was like, okay, kind of like Grey's Anatomy and all those shows. Kind of like, all right, how many things can we fix on a human being before the show?
Right.
You realize,
Yeah, I stopped watching like 2 or 3 years ago, Grey's Anatomy.
Right, because it's like, okay, someone's in love with this one. Oh, but then we got to save this one's life. Okay, let's pause the way.
Love Cruella. My son was dancing in the aisles in the movie theater. He loved it so much. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, it's not good as the other Marvel movies.
The best Marvel movie is Infinity War. That's it. And you know why? Because the villain won, or the villain won, which is what you don't see.
For this glorious money and donuts. Hi, Hobbs. The Pumpkin King's here.
The Pumpkin King.
We call him the Pumpkin King because he loves horror and he loves pumpkin, so we call him the Pumpkin King. I just wanted you to write like your guest, Katie. Wow. You're good, Jen. This is so off topic, Katie. Have you ever? Yes, I love Outlander. My friend actually writes for the show, so we could go be extras if you guys want.
Oh, what? Oh my God, Chrissy's about to run out of the room when she hears that. She really is, because she loves Outlander, and I just sat in on a couple of last episodes watching her. It's really great. I mean,
it is
really
a great show. It's on Netflix now too.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I can.
Yeah, I don't have Stars, so I have to borrow it from somebody.
Same.
I haven't seen the new seasons to Outlander yet.
I mean, we just watched. I mean, she just watched the latest season. And like I said, I sat on the last 5 episodes, and it was really good. Yes. Yes,
it was. Do you guys have any questions for Mousepiration Mike? You guys can ask him anything you guys want in the chat. But yeah,
Hobbs Horror. Just gonna subscribe to all these wonderful people in here. Hobbs Horror, how you doing? Make sure I subscribe to everybody. What else we got in here?
Jennifer Tochi. I don't know if you
got her. Yep, subscribed. Okay. For sure.
Awesome. Yeah, I always tell people when I do a live stream, subscribe to each other.
Echo, I got you. All right.
So what I know you also had the before Mickey, I know you had the actor on there, and that was really cool. I love that.
Yeah, Armando Gutierrez. Yeah. Man, what a guy. So I reached out to him years and years and years ago because, like I said, I have the acting and filmmaking background, just to talk to him and trying to get because I love Disney too. I didn't start my channel yet. And he just followed me back, and we became, acquaintances, and he's always followed my podcast, stuff like that. And I said, I would love to get him on the show. And I said, you know what? Let me just ask him. I asked him. He was so thrilled to do it, so enthusiastic about this movie. And he's got a new movie coming out, and it's big. He's got a major role. He's starring in the movie called Bezos, about Jeff Bezos, the creator of Amazon. Mm-hmm. And he's playing Bezos. That's
awesome.
Right. I really hope this is his big break, because he is talented as ever. He's so good.
He was also in this movie. I interviewed Dennis Mallon, and he was also in the Mad Hatter as well.
Yes, the Mad Hatter. He did a version of The Little Mermaid. He's an unbelievable actor and an unbelievable producer, and writer, guy who wears many hats as the Mad Hatter.
Right.
But
so, what made you stop acting?
The pandemic. The pandemic essentially put everybody on a hiatus in that world. And so here's a really, really funny story. I thought my big break was coming. I've been so close to that, maybe not a big break, but a break so many times, and something always cuts me off. So maybe it was the universe telling me there was a different path out there for me. I don't know. But I was cast as John Gotti Jr. in the new John Travolta movie, Gotti. I was the role of his son. So I would be opposite Travolta. It would have been great. But I heard the movie stunk anyway. I didn't watch it because I was a little sour. But the way I got the audition was I made friends with the producer, because I pretty much knocked on his door till he answered and introduced myself. Way back when. I'm talking 2010, when this movie was first started getting going. So one day he called me and says, hey, they're having Gotti auditions in New York. Go down and audition. So I was like, okay. I went there and they asked me who represents me. And I says, well, Mark sent me. He told me just to tell you that he sent me. They said, okay, sign in. I signed in. It says, you're going to audition for this role, Lenny Pipes or something like that, mm-hmm. Kenny Pipes or whatever. I was like, okay, great. So I walk into the room. I read these Lenny Pipes sides. And the producer, she goes, why are you reading for this? She's like, do me a favor, read this instead. So she gives me different sides for John Gotti Jr. She goes, I want you to come back. So I read with John Travolta's stand-in or stunt double and as his son, and we did like the whole prison scene. Loved it. Told me I would come back and read with some of the other actors. Got a phone call, have an email saying I'm cast as John Gotti Jr. opposite John Travolta. Then they asked me, who are you represented by? And I says, I don't have representation. And I said, oh, well, we're only looking for represented talent. So we're going to have to recast you.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, okay. And I was just like, what? And I should have known better. Everyone told me you should have called somebody and be like, hey, listen, I need you to represent me now because of this. And they would have picked me up easily. So that could have been a break-in role for me. But for whatever reason, my path led me to the pandemic podcasting, live streaming, vlogging world.
Right.
And honestly, it's great because I still get to like kind of flex the performer aspect of acting.
You do an amazing job at it. I especially loved your university when you were doing those ones. Those were a lot of fun.
Yeah, I gotta definitely dive more into that. But then it also allows me to stretch those filmmaking bones too. You know, you should actually review my film. I actually have a film out there on YouTube.
Okay, yeah, send me the link and I'll review it for you. I'll put your face on my thumbnail.
No, you don't have to review it, but you should watch it. It's good. It's a short film.
I'll watch it.
And wait, it's about space. I know you love space.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Hobbs is asking, what is your favorite Disney Halloween movie, cartoon, or motion pictures?
I've always loved The Exorcism of Emily Rose. That was always my top horror film, but nothing tops the Conjuring franchise.
Oh, yeah, that's a great.
Conjuring is unbelievable, and it's untouched. When you're talking about horror and filmmaking, perfect.
And he's also asking what your Disney favorite Halloween shows or movie is there too.
I mean, I don't feel like there's enough. It would have to be Nightmare Before Christmas. I really don't feel like there's much Halloween horror. Oh, there's Hocus Pocus and stuff like that too. But okay, so yeah, Hocus Pocus would probably be my Halloween.
Hobbs loves Hocus Pocus. He surprised me with that one because he's mostly a horror channel. I was like, "You're watching Hocus Pocus? What?"
Yeah, no, Hocus Pocus would have to be it.
And Patrick saying, I was blown away by many movies were made during the pandemic. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
What roles did you enjoy playing, the bad guy or the good guy? Jen's asking.
So I was actually on a soap opera for some time, a Turkish soap opera, and I played an Italian immigrant. And I kind of got to be a villain on that show. And I was only written into one episode, but they loved my character so much they wrote me into more episodes in the first season. And I just had a good time playing that because I got to essentially create that character. They gave me the villainous thing. Essentially, I was like an abusive husband who was fighting with her brother. But I was also a little comical. And they didn't expect that to be in the show. So they loved writing that in. But then as they were writing as we were going, they were like, what do you feel you should do in this moment? I was like, oh, this is great. Now I get to really play with that. So I always feel like villains have more fun.
I think so too.
And then not only that, it's, I really do feel like I'm a nice guy. So
you are.
I kind of feel like the villains are like, I really get to do something different or out of the realm.
Mr. Boogedy. Yeah, that's a good Halloween movie. I just watched that for the first time last
Mr.
Halloween.
Boogedy.
Yeah.
I gotta check.
Have you seen that?
No.
It's from the 80s.
Nice.
The Boglins thing. That's a toy. You know what that is?
No.
It's a toy from the 90s and the 80s.
I gotta check it out.
It sounds like a rendition video game with the link.
A reaction video.
Video.
I always thought about doing reaction videos.
You should. Especially for your Disney content, you should.
But like, what is really a reaction? Like, people just want to see my reaction to something that's happening?
Right. So basically you put the trailer or you put the clip of the movie or something,
Right.
and then you react to it. Like you haven't seen it before and you just react to it.
Okay.
I don't see, I would do those, but I don't know how to do that. I'm not that technology.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah. Hocus Pocus is too good to hate. Even Pat likes it.
Oh, Patrick hates a lot of movies. That's why he's saying that. They made two of them, Bride of Bogey. And they're really good. They're from, one of them's from the 80s, the other one's from like the early 90s.
I gotta check it out.
They're
for
both
sure.
on Disney Plus.
Everything's on there. I just watched Treasure Island on Disney Plus. You ever see that?
Yes, it's really good. Do you like it?
So good. I mean, I watched it last year, but it was so good. The acting's so good. The sets are so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like authentic sets, good acting. It's great.
Have you seen the old Swiss Family Robinson? Have you seen that?
I did. Yes, again on Disney Plus like a year ago during the pandemic. But I watched everything during the pandemic.
Yeah, I think everybody watched a lot of stuff on the pandemic.
Yeah, that's all we could do.
Yeah, I love Hocus Pocus 2. I can't wait for Hocus Pocus 2. I actually just got the book to Hocus Pocus 2, and I'm going to read it. And
I saw that. The book.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do a lot of reading?
Yeah, I do. I love to read.
Nice.
So that's why I thought of the Harry Potter thing.
Yeah,
what I was going to do was going to do a deep dive into it, like read the book, watch the movie, and then record myself, like doing like deep dives into it.
Hey, Charles.
Hey, Charles. How are you? So who's your favorite Star Wars character? Do you have a favorite Star Wars character?
Goodness gracious. I feel like I do.
Darth Vader?
I do. No. No, because I can't see him too much as a villain as much as I want to.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, it may be Rey, because I feel like she was a good character in a doo-doo franchise. You know what I mean? In a doo-doo trilogy of a franchise. Like Rey would have been great elsewhere. Rey was great. You know what? Wait, Anakin was my favorite.
Oh yeah, I liked Anakin as well.
Anakin, 110%. Darth Vader, not so much.
High bones. For some reason, I thought it was Mondays. No, I just started it. So whenever the person's free, that's when I'm doing the creators corner, because I feel like I'm more free than most people, so that's what I feel like. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but right. I mean, like, to be consistent, probably I should do it on a certain day, but I just feel like it's more when the creator's free, just because I don't know.
It's hard, because otherwise it's hard to do, because the Not So Late Night show, like I've made it my time slot that I normally did it on Sunday nights at 8:00. I'm pushing it back a half hour now to 8:30 to respect another show's time slot. But then to get someone to get on the show Sunday night at 8:30, sometimes a little
I'll come on if you want.
Oh, absolutely. We definitely have to take a trip down some deep dives.
Yeah, we can. You know me, I'm all for deep dives, especially Disney deep dives. I love Disney deep dives. Like, I'm thinking about doing Black Cauldron as a deep dive, because that's so controversial. Yeah. The same thing with the sound, the ride that Splash Mountain's after as well.
I like it. So,
because I've noticed a lot of Disney creators don't go down that road.
Definitely not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't go around that road. People are already mad at me. I only have watched the original and refused to watch. That's okay, Jen. People shouldn't be mad at you.
I'm not mad at that. I appreciate that. I understand that.
Well, The Last Jedi is my favorite. Empire Strikes Back is my favorite Star Wars movie.
Okay. Well,
I mean, like, Rogue One is my second favorite.
All right.
Because of how the Death Star. Who's your favorite MCU character? Do you have a favorite MCU character?
Winter Soldier all day. They really messed up with the Captain America Winter Soldier.
Oh, I didn't like that show.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
That's my least favorite show that's come out.
Yeah. It's
too political for me, and I'm like, what the heck am I watching?
Yeah,
And then Kurt Russell's son's in that in that movie, in that
Yeah.
show, and I'm like, what's he doing in this show? No.
Yeah, no, I like I said, I love, the Winter Soldier. I hate Anthony Mackie as Falcon. I love Anthony Mackie in other movies, and it's I'm saying Anthony Mackie because I don't feel like he's a good actor in the MCU. However, during that series, I felt like he's done some of his best acting, and it's when he's doing comedy with Sebastian. I feel like when they were in like that therapy room when they're talking to each other, Anthony Mackie's a funny dude. You can't deny him the funniness. So when he tries to take on the more serious stuff, he doesn't have a good transition for whatever reason in the MCU. But in other movies, he's been great. In other movies, he's mostly been comedic. So I love when he's that. But
yeah, I agree with you. He's more fun when he's in comedies, especially that one with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yes, The Night Before. I made Chrissy watch it this past Christmas. That's one of my favorites.
I know. Patrick. I'm not going to mention his name because Patrick doesn't like him, and he'll go on a whole tangent about it.
Wait, does he laugh like that guy?
No. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he does not like him, and he'll go on a whole tangent about it for 30 minutes. So I'm not even going to mention his name.
Awesome.
It's just funny, but yeah. So how did you come up with Mousepiration? How did you come up with the name?
A lot of people ask me that, and it kind of just it really did just come to me. I definitely wanted to do something focused on Disney. And I thought about the most iconic. It all started with a mouse, so I'm like, mouse, what? And then what I want to do is just inspire people, man. I want to be able to touch someone else's life the way Disney has touched mine, and Mickey Mouse inspires me. Mousepiration. Just put it together one night, and it just, when I said it, it flew. It just
who what? I don't know. I probably said something I don't know.
Seth Rogen. That's
Seth Rogen. Yeah.
Seth Rogen.
Yeah, he does not like Seth Rogen. He'll go on a tangent for like 30 minutes if I don't.
But yeah, Mousepiration was, like I said, that's why it stands for those three eyes, to imagine, innovate, and inspire.
And it's a good show. Like, you have a whole bunch of shows and a whole bunch of content on there.
Yeah, we plan on doing so. Sometimes I feel like it's hard to find your identity in the Disney content creating world, because there's a lot of great vloggers out there. I mean, really a lot of great vloggers who have a substantial number of subscribers, and they have their communities established and stuff like that. And we are, as content creators, especially people who are creating Disney content, are kind of late to the game now.
Right.
So you have to do something that stands out or be different. So I feel like my identity is starting to mold itself. I want to do the Not So Late Night show as like a kind of an SNL variety show, like a late night show, not just a talk show, but Chrissy is officially going to be one of the, my co-hosts on there. So we're going to spit off some headlines to start off the show, talk a little bit. I'll have an interview, and then we'll end the show with like a skit, a game, or something of that nature. That's just a little bit different, some Disney variety. But then we are going to do our park vlogs. We're planning on going live in the park soon again, because that's how we started. We started mostly with doing live stuff. But, that's going to be our identity. When we're filming, it's going to be vlogging, and then there's going to be that live time where it's the Not So Late Night show. And then we're also joining other networks, like I am the co-host of Diz Live, of Diz Life. So
that's another one of our good friends, Mike. Mike. I'm talking about Mark.
Mark Valentine, Diz Life podcast.
Friends,
and then Diz Nerdy.
Yes.
Gene Fitzmagic, right?
No.
Oh, I got to make sure you get linked up with Gene. Gene's got also some things at work. He's starting the Diz Nerdy Network, where it's more so shows like yours, talking to other people, content creating, game shows, all of this nature, but all on one network, all focused on Disney. I think you'd be a good fit to talk to Gene.
Yeah, no, I don't know who he is. So I will definitely you'll have to definitely give me his contact, and I'll reach out to him.
Without a doubt.
And And like I think also like because I'm in so many communities, like I'm in the movie community, Disney community, like I'm in so many different ones. I think it's awesome to like be like that type of person, an all around type of person.
Yeah. No, and you know what? It like you says, end of the day, it's a community. You know, it's a
Right.
community of people who enjoy the same things that you do and you connect with and things like that. So it's to push each other, to inspire each other in
Right.
this crazy world we're living in.
Right. Yes.
You know.
And who knows, we might go through another shutdown or whatever the case may be.
Oh gosh, please.
I hope not,
No, I
but
hope
you
not.
never know.
But if we do, see, now I'm prepared. Now I have the Not So
Right.
Late Night show to keep creating content.
Yes. Hi Bones. They call me Killer Katie. Hi Bones. Yeah, nerds. I love people who call themselves nerds. Yeah. I say we're like Disney nerds. That's what I
Without
say.
a doubt, I'm so proud to be a Disney nerd.
Me too.
Nerd out.
I'm a nerd about everything. It was so funny. My boss the other day, he was like, you're into so many different things. I'm surprised. And I was like, why?
It's because I nerd out. I like to nerd out every now and then.
Because I nerd out in like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Disney, I've cosplayed before, stuff like that. And I'm like, why?
Awesome.
What's SNL? Oh, JD,
Oh,
you might not know.
Not
Saturday Night Live.
SNL. Yeah, Saturday Night Live. It's a variety show built around
Yeah.
like skits and stuff like that.
Yeah. On the perfectly, I can't even say it. And it's my own podcast. We're going to be doing defunct detractions.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be cool.
So
Yeah,
do
it's a
you
great
have a favorite
podcast.
defunct attraction they should bring back?
A favorite one that they got, Stitch. Stitch's Great Escape.
Oh yeah, I like
Good
that one.
ride. Good attraction. It's better than Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. So
Right? Don't tell Mark that.
I know. But again, so I feel like Monsters Inc. is kind of misplaced, being again in Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland, I
Right.
just want to crumble into a ball, throw it in a wastebasket, and start over.
Space Mountain fits there. Okay,
Space Mountain can't touch it.
Right.
Touch it. Love
It's
it.
my favorite ride in the parks.
Yep. That's a solid ride. Can't touch Space Mountain.
But I'm surprised though and the People Mover, you can't touch that either.
The People Mover, I can touch. I can throw that away because it does nothing for me. It does nothing for anybody. You just move.
Right.
I like it. I get it. It is relaxing. It's cool, but it's overrated and people just want to love it. They need to update. Tron fits better in Tomorrowland than the People Mover. Tomorrowland is ways in the future. There's no future. I'd rather see the Speedway go. The Speedway needs to go.
Leave Figment alone. Yes, I agree.
They need to leave Pigment. I'm scared it's going to go. You talk about Figment?
Is that what you're talking about?
You mean Figment, like an Epcot Figment?
I love Figment.
Figment's got to go.
Figment
got to go.
What would you put there?
Anything else. No. Okay, Figment needs a facelift. I do like Figment. I like the character Figment. I like the concept.
The Dreamfinder.
Yeah, I love the concept of that and all that stuff. But I do think, again, it's outdated. The ride is outdated without
Figment. It's okay, Casey. I do that all the time.
Without a doubt.
Limousine riding, jets. They do have kind of a limousine riding thing that's Rock and Roller Coaster, which plays Aerosmith.
If I have not subscribed to you already, go ahead, please comment, let me know, and I will subscribe to you. But I think I've got just about everybody in here.
But that's the only ride. But they have to change it now because I guess Universal has the rights to Aerosmith.
Right. So, but for the longest time, also Universal has a lot of Marvel characters in the parks too.
Mm-hmm.
And
a lot of Marvel characters Disney's can't touch.
Yeah, right. Because I know it's that weird.
But I think it would be cool. They did it one year. I think it would be cool if they did Halloween Horror Nights on an event in Islands of Adventure and have like the Marvel characters be like zombie or something or vampires or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you guys gone to Halloween Horror Nights yet?
Not yet. This year we will be doing all of the holiday stuff. The Mickey's Not So Scary.
I might have to come down with y'all and go to Mickey's Not So Scary.
Oh hell yeah! Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Well, Disney would take it away, but it would be in Universal, Jen. Disney would have to take it away because Universal got the rights to Aerosmith.
It's okay, and I'm not mad if they do what we said. If they redesigned Rock and Roller Coaster.
Have a good night, David. It's late there.
Thank you so much, David. Pleasure.
Yeah, the zombie doctor. Yeah. Don't look at that comment that Charles just said because it's part of the movie.
Oh,
look at
the comment. I'm not looking. I saw it. So, I guess that's what you meant by they put like "what if" in there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, but on that note.
All right, guys. You guys can follow. I have Mike's links all in the description, and I hope you guys had a great time with us. I know we did. Yeah, Universal is good. You should go there. Echo, it's really good. And you guys know where to find Mike. All his stuff is in the description below. His email, his Instagram, his Facebook, everything, his YouTube channel. So if you guys want to go subscribe to him, you're more than welcome to. And Mike, I had a great time having you on here, and you're welcome back anytime.
Thank you so much. It was so awesome to talk to everybody. Thank you so much for having me as your first guest on the show. Awesome show. Yeah. Wish you all the best. You better be on the Not So Late Night show once we get up and running. Our first show will be
tomorrow night. I will be back here and I'll have Cheeto Will at 9 p.m. tomorrow. I will be interviewing him. So I hope you guys come check out that show. And on Tuesday, I will have a director on from Clayton's Redemption from Bayview Entertainment at 5:30 p.m. So I hope you guys come out to that. And thank you, everybody, for being in the chat. And thank you, Mike, for coming on. Bye, everybody. Again.